Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Biochemistry Concepts. This video is about significance of uronic or glucuronic acid pathway. So what happens in this pathway? It is alternate pathway for oxidation of glucose. So we know that glucose is oxidized in three different ways or oxidized in three different pathways: glycolysis, HMP pathway, and uronic acid pathway. So the main route of oxidation of glucose is glycolysis. Second is HMP pathway, and the third one is uronic acid pathway. So when glucose is oxidized in glycolysis, it produces energy. When glucose is oxidized in HMP pathway, it produces NADPH and pentoses. So they have their significance. In the same way, when glucose is oxidized in uronic acid pathway, it produces uronic acid or glucuronic acid. So that's why it is named as glucuronic or uronic acid pathway. Coming to the significance of this pathway, so this pathway is not concerned with the generation of energy. So no ATP is produced in this pathway, even though glucose is oxidized. So this pathway is concerned with the generation of important compound called as UDP-Glucuronic acid. So this is used in the detoxification reactions and in the synthetic reactions of glycosaminoglycans. So first, coming to UDP-Glucuronic acid, here it is the active form of glucuronic acid. So that means glucuronic acid is active in the form of UDP-Glucuronic acid. So in this way, it participates in detoxification reactions, and that mechanism involving is called as conjugation. So conjugation is simple. In conjugation, this glucuronic acid binds with a endogenous compound, that compound that is present in our body, like bilirubin, steroid hormones, drugs, food additives, and carcinogens. So all these are toxic compounds. These toxic compounds are detoxified and they are converted into more water soluble by the most important mechanism, conjugation. And among that conjugating molecules, again the glucuronic acid is the predominant conjugating molecule. So in this way, it participates in detoxification reactions by conjugation. And coming to next function, it is involved in the synthesis of glycosaminoglycans like heparin, hyaluronic acid, and dimethan sulfate. So here one more important molecule, that is UDP-glucose, is formed in this pathway. This UDP-glucose is used in the synthesis of glycogen. So during glycogenesis, the supplier of glucose units is UDP-glucose. So this UDP-glucose supplies glucose units to the growing glycogen chain. And UDP-glucose is required for the synthesis of lactose, because the synthesis of lactose requires two monosaccharides. One is glucose and another one is galactose. And it is required in the synthesis of galactose because glucose and galactose are C4 epimers. So by C4 epimerase, glucose can be converted into galactose. And this pathway is important in lower animals where ascorbic acid or vitamin C is synthesized using this pathway. Whereas humans, we cannot synthesize due to lack of an enzyme called as L-gulonolactone oxidase. So that is one more important, but important in only lower animals.